Member for Drysdale.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I'm very glad when the member for Daly doesn't finish early. It's very appreciated he uses the full time. But I love, Madam Speaker, the topic of education. I am a true believer that education will change one's life. I believe in lifelong learning and education, and it has given me everything I have. It really has. And I want that for the future of all the children in the Northern Territory, that they can have their lives opened up through the power of education. And I think at its core, that's why I do love it, because I think education is the most empowering thing that any individual can receive. And I think it's something that we need to value in its highest form for the next generation. The amazing thing is that in Drysdale, education really is a community. And I'll speak to Grey Primary School, which has just the most amazing parents, teachers and sense of community that are around that school. I'd like to really thank Donna Westerway, the principal, who has just set, in my opinion, I think she's set the example for how you can run a school and involve the community and have real connection with the parents, and so that they feel a connection to the school themselves, which is so much more engaging for children. And so I truly take my hat off and thank her. And I know the Minister as well, when the Minister for Education came and joined me, was thoroughly impressed out there. Rachel Turton as the Assistant Principal as well. And on the council, Rachel and Tina, the two teachers who are the teachers' reps, and they do a fantastic job in ensuring, in helping represent the teachers of that council. Whilst I'm on the topic of that council, there's a few names I'd really like to thank, because they have made such an incredible impact, I think, on the culture that exists at that school. And I'd really like to thank Tamara. Tamara is both fun, she's a great character that I definitely enjoy spending time with, but she has really created an amazing environment with the programs she runs. The Young Mums is great. The Family's First Teachers. I mean, these are really inspiring programs, and they're ones that I'm keen to ensure we can continue to commit to and grow as well. And I've also spoken to Tamara about, for myself to have any personal engagement with young dads as well that feed into the catchment of Grey Primary, as I think it's important that we support young fathers who are on the mission to, sometimes they might need to finish education themselves, and also begin to step into the role of fatherhood. And so supporting our young fathers is something I'm very keen to support in the electorate as well. And ensuring that young fathers and fathers across the board stay engaged with their children. I think that is a really important thing for any child and for any father. And so I really wish to encourage fathers both throughout Drysdale and all the Northern Territory to stay involved with their children, with their education, and I will support and advocate for any measure in which we can get fathers more involved in education in their children's life. I'd like to thank Lisa and Maxine as well for their roles in supporting the Treasury and Secretary functions, and the amazing parents. And it really is this school council is really fun to attend. I'd invite you to come, but you can't. So you'll have to take my word for it, but it is actually a really fun meeting. To Chloe's just so bright. She comes in, she's got quite a few children that attend at Grey Primary, and yeah, I love seeing her and her children. They are sweet, amazing kids, and so I thank Chloe for all her time. Jess, who makes sure I know every time a meeting's going to happen, and she checks in with me in the afternoon to make sure I'm there. And again, Jess is just fantastic. She's a lot of fun as well. Emma, who I've got to know very well throughout the time in this role. Again, Emma's a breath of fresh air. Thank you for teaching me some of the dance skills for the Dancing with the Stars night as well. Member for Gwaja, be careful what you wish for. Yeah. So thank you, Emma. To Rahana, I've got a special spot in my heart for. She's an amazing mum, and yeah, she's a lot of fun, and I enjoy hanging out with her. And Sophia as well, who's just a great addition to the Grey School Council. And for the business manager, who's just done an incredible job. She works very hard, very diligently. This really is a team that truly cares about their school and the kids at it. And it's been quite special to come into that. They've been very welcoming to having me join the board, and yeah, so I really thank them. And finally, Charmaine, for the Child and Family Centre, again, just incredible. And to all the teachers, to the teachers both at Grey and the teachers at Driver Primary especially, as the member for Daly pointed out, it is a really special event to go attend. Tomorrow I'll be at Driver Primary School to attend that assembly, and it's quite special. I'm sure we've all had that. You know, you walk in and the kids think you're semi-famous, but it's quite a special feeling, and I think it does bring us back to why we're actually doing this. And we've all got our different approaches, but I think for all of us, when we go into that school assembly, it really does kind of reinvigorate us as to why we're doing this. And so I think, I agree with the member for Daly, and that it is a incredible part of the role. To the children at Palmerston Senior College, look, there's a huge and great group of teachers that support that school, and I'm really hoping over the time, however long that be, that I have the privilege of and honour of being in this role, that I can do as much with that school as possible. To all my schools, with Anzac Day approaching, I am very keen to come down, bring some of the old memorabilia and talk about Anzac Day and what it means and the history of service, purely just as a veteran as well, and the importance of service. And I think it's a key thing. I think Defence truly does create a great pathway for a lot of Territory kids, be it from the bush or from the urban areas. Defence is a really great pathway, and it can support that lifelong learning. And so I encourage children from all across the Northern Territory to view that as an option. There is endless career opportunities there, and there is so much learning that you can gain from Defence and then take out into other areas of your life. Madam Speaker, overall, I love education, and I look forward to being part of a government that supports our teachers, puts our students front and centre, supports our parents, and I will endeavour to ensure we're supporting those in Drysdale, our single parents, both mums and dads, and young parents, and grandparents too, because I know I have quite a few grandparents who are looking after children in my electorate. and I want you all to know that I will do everything in my power to support you and to support the kids you are caring for so that they can have a strong education and they can have a future that you may not have had, that any of us may not have had, because the power of education will give them everything they need. Thank you, Madam Speaker.